The self from various philosophical perspectives. Every man is dualistic. It composed of body and soul. Body, imperfect and permanent. Soul, perfect and permanent. Socrates suggests the reality consists of two dichotomous realms, the physical and ideal realms. The physical realm is changeable, transient, and imperfect. The ideal realm is unchanging, eternal, and immortal. Sinasabi dito, ang bawat tao ay dualistic na binubuo ng katawan at kaluluwa. Sa katawan, hindi perpekto at permanente. Sa soul naman, perpekto at permanente. Minumungkahi ni Socrates na ang katotohanan ay binubuo ng dalawang dichotomous realms, ang physical at perpektong mga kaharian. Ang physical na kaharian ay nababago, lumilipas at hindi perpekto. Ang perpektong kaharian ay hindi nagbabago, walang hanggan at walang kamatayan. Socrates was the first to focus on the full power of reason on the human self, who we are, who we should be, and who will become. Si Socrates ang unang tumutok sa buong kapangyarihan ng pangatwiran sa sarili ng tao. Kung sino tayo dapat at kung sino tayo. Plato believes that the self is synonymous with the soul. His philosophy can be explained as a process of self-knowledge and purification of the soul. Mind and soul is the perfection with God. Specifically, he introduces the idea of a three-part soul: self, reason or rational soul, physical appetite soul, and spirit or passion soul. Naniniwala si Plato na ang sarili ay kasing kahulugan ng kaluluwa. Ang kanyang filosofiya ay maaaring ipaliwanag bilang isang proseso ng kaalaman sa sarili at paglilinis ng kaluluwa. Ang isip at kaluluwa ay ang pagiging perpekto sa Diyos. Reason or rational soul is the divine essence that enables us to think deeply, make wise choices, and achieve a true understanding of eternal truths. The spirit or passion includes basic emotions such as love, anger, ambition, aggressiveness, and empathy. The physical appetite soul includes our basic biological needs such as hunger, thirst, and sexual desire. Yung sabi dito, dahilan o rational ay ang banal na diwa na nagbibigay daan sa atin na mag-isip ng malalim, gumawa ng matalinong mga pagpili at makamit ang tunay na pag-unawa sa mga walang hanggang katotohanan. Ang espiritu o simbuyo ng damdamin ay kinabibilangan ng mga pangunahing emosyon tulad ng pag-ibig, galit, ambisyon, pagiging agresibo at empatya. Another Greek philosopher, Aristotle, believes that the soul is merely a set of defining features and does not consider the body and soul as separate entities. Aristotle holds that the soul is the essence of all living things. Thus, the soul is the essence of the self. However, humans differ from other living things because of their capacity for rational thinking. His discussion about the self centers on the kinds of souls possessed by man. Thus, he introduces the three kinds of soul: vegetative, sentient, and rational. Ang isa pang pilosopong Griego si Aristotle ay naniniwala na ang kaluluwa ay isang hanay lamang ng mga tampok na tumutukoy at hindi isinasaalang-alang ang katawan at kaluluwa bilang magkahiwalay na nilalang. Pinaniniwalaan ni Aristotle na ang kaluluwa ay ang kakanyahan ng lahat ng nabubuhay na bagay. The African philosopher Augustine is regarded as a saint, Saint Augustine of Hippo. In the Catholic Church, he integrates the ideas of Plato and teachings of Christianity. He ultimately came to view the body as spouse of the soul, both attached to one another by a natural appetite. He believes that the body is united with the soul so that many may be entire and complete. Ang pilosopong Afrikano, si Agustin ay itinuturing na isang santo, ibig sabihin, Saint Agustin ng Hippo. Sa simbahang Katoliko, pinagsama-sama niya ang mga ideya ni Plato at mga turo ng Kristyanismo. Sa huli ay naisip niya ang katawan bilang asawa ng kaluluwa na parehong nakakabit sa isa't isa ng likas na gana. French philosopher René Descartes is the father of modern philosophy. He wants to penetrate the nature of reasoning process and understand its relationship to the human self. The Latin phrase cogito ergo sum, I think therefore I am, is the keystone of Descartes' concept of self. For him, the act of thinking about the self, of being self-conscious, is in itself proof that there is a self. Ang ama ng modernong philosophy, sabi dito ni René Descartes, nais niyang tumagos sa kalikasan ng proseso ng pangatwiran at maunawaan ang kaugnayan nito sa sariling ng tao. Para sa kanya, ang pagkilos ng pag-iisip tungkol sa sarili ng pagiging malay sa sarili ay mismong patunay na mayroong sarili. John Locke, the human mind at birth is tabula rasa or a blank slate. He feels that the self or personal identity is constructed primarily from sense experiences, or more specifically, what people see, hear, smell, taste, and feel. These experiences shape and mold the self throughout a person's life. Ang isip ng tao sa pagsilang ay tabula rasa o blanco na slate. Nararamdaman niya na ang sarili o personal na pagkakakilanlan ay nabubuo pangunahin mula sa mga karanasang pandama o mas partikular kung ano ang nakikita, naririnig, naamoy, nalalasahan at nararamdaman ng mga tao. Ang mga karanasan, ito ay humuhubog at hinuhubog ang sarili sa buong buhay ng isang tao. David Hume suggests that if people carefully examine their sense experience through the process of introspection, they will discover that there is no self. According to Hume, what people experience is just a bundle or collection of different perceptions. Sabi dito, minumungkahi ni David Hume na kung maingat na susuriin ng mga tao ang kanilang karanasan sa pakiramdam sa pamamagitan ng proseso ng pagsisiyasat sa sarili, matutuklasan nila na walang sarili. Ayon kay Hume, ang nararanasan ng mga tao ay isang bundle o koleksyon lamang ng iba't ibang perception. Freud holds that the self consists of three layers: conscious, unconscious, and preconscious. The conscious self is governed by the reality principle. The conscious part of the self is organized in ways that are rational, practical, and appropriate to the environment. Ang may malay sa sarili ay pinamamahalaan ng prinsipyo ng katotohanan. Ang nakakamalay na bahagi ng sarili ay nakaayos sa mga paraang makapiran, praktikal at angkop sa kapaligiran. Gilbert Ryle believes that the self is best understood as a pattern of behavior. Ryle's concept of the human self thus provides the philosophical principle, I act, therefore I am. In short, the self is the same as bodily behavior. Naniniwala si Gilbert Ryle na ang sarili ay pinakamahusay na nauunawaan bilang isang pattern ng pag-uugali. Paul Churchland advocates the idea of eliminative materialism, or the idea that the self is inseparable from the brain and the physiology of the body. All a person has is the brain, and so if the brain is gone, there is no self. Si Paul Churchland ay nagtataguyod ng ideya ng eliminative materialism, o ang ideya na ang sarili ay hindi mapaghihiwalay sa utak at sa pisyolohiya ng katawan. Ang lahat ng mayroon ang isang tao ay ang utak, at kaya kung ang utak ay nawala, walang sarili. French philosopher Maurice Merleau-Ponty argues that all knowledge about the self, understanding the nature of the self, is based on the phenomena of experience. Ang pilosopong Pranses na si Maurice Merleau-Ponty ay nangangatwira na ang lahat ng kaalaman tungkol sa sarili, halimbawa, pag-unawa sa kalikasan ng sarili, ay batay sa phenomena ng karanasan.